guys, welcome back to Discovering Disability. My name is Morwen Nightingael and today we'll be talking about scoliosis. So what is scoliosis and how is it caused? So scoliosis is described as an abnormal lateral curvature of the spine, and that basically means that the spine, which is usually straight, will end up in an arc. So there are three types of scoliosis. The first is functional. So in this type of scoliosis, the spine is normal, but then an abnormal curve develops because of something else in the body. So for example, if someone has one leg shorter than the other, that can cause them to walk differently, walk slightly bent over to the side, which can cause the abnormal curvature of the spine. The second is neuromuscular. And in this type of scoliosis, there's a problem when the spine is formed. Either the bones in the spine will fail to form properly in the womb, or the bones fail to separate from each other within the womb. This type of scoliosis also usually develops in those who have other conditions, such as muscular dystrophy or cerebral palsy. And the third kind of scoliosis is degenerative. And this is the kind of scoliosis that tends to develop in older adults. And this is caused by the changes in the spine that are caused by an arthritis known as spondylosis. Did you know that scoliosis actually affects about 2% of females and 0.5% of males? And that more than 80% of those with scoliosis have idiopathic scoliosis. And idiopathic means there is no known cause. In the UK, around every 3 or 4 in 1,000 children will be diagnosed with scoliosis. And in the US, about 2 to 3% of the population are diagnosed with it, which is approximately an estimated 6 to 9 million people. So the treatments for scoliosis are as follows. You first of all have the standard painkillers treatments, starting from paracetamol and working your way up to perhaps codeine, cocodamol, tramadol, that kind of thing to obviously manage the pain. And there are also 2 injections you can get to help manage the pain. Corticosteroids and local anaesthetic, but these are more temporary ones for when, for example, if there's a really bad flare-up and the pain is unbearable and your normal painkillers aren't doing what they're meant to. Exercise, the main one, to improve posture and flexibility. And then there are the 2 types of surgery. Decompression surgery, which is when if a disc or bone is pressing down on one of your nerves, it can be removed to lessen the discomfort. And spinal fusion surgery. This is where the position of the spine is improved using metal rods, plates and screws, before being fused in place using bone grafts. So now, as always, we're going to go over the myths that come with scoliosis. The first is that everyone diagnosed with scoliosis will eventually become extremely deformed. Now, while there are some cases where scoliosis can cause extreme deformity, the vast majority of those with the condition won't develop this. Some even have such a minor form of scoliosis they don't even know they have it and don't discover it until they're older. The second is that bracing will fix the curve. Now, bracing is when, for example, if you break your leg severely and the bones end up misshapen, you basically get like a cage on your leg. That's similar to bracing. Now, unfortunately, this is something bracing cannot fix. The only thing bracing can do is slow down or stop the progression happening. It will not, unfortunately, fix the curvature. That is only surgery that will be able to do that. And the third myth is that those with scoliosis should not exercise. Now, why does this always come up with physical ailments? It's extremely important they exercise. They must check with their doctor to make sure that they're exercising in a way that is right for them, so that they don't do harm to themselves with certain other exercises, but it can help keep the back muscle strong and, more importantly, help them feel active. The more active you can keep, the better you're going to be. Well, that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. My question for you this week is, have you ever met anyone with scoliosis, or have you had it yourself? And how has it affected you, or how do you feel knowing more about it now? Hit me up in the comments, guys, or send me a message. I'm always here to answer anyone's questions and to learn more myself. As I'm not an expert, I just do this for the awareness, and I do love to learn more. And as always, hit that like button if you like the video, hit subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next video. All gamers!